Sweet. So we got a few minutes. I think it's like a right.
Dun, dun, dun. Cool.
Are we there? I think we're there. I'm
Maybe.
trying to listen for it. Yeah, we're here. I'm gonna do it. It's been a while. It's
Yeah.
9:03 p.m. on the East Coast. You're in the dojo with Lyrizone, Sasha Doll, and the PantsNInja. How we doing, guys?
Pretty
What
good.
up?
Good. I'm trying to I see people trying to jump into the chat. That's not how this works, guys. Anyone in the Discord, do not hop in the voice chat. You will not be allowed.
That might be my fault. I might have posted the wrong link. I probably did. Let's be real. I probably did.
Oh, you're fine. So yeah, let's say hi to Sasha because we haven't had her in a while. Sasha, we've missed you. How the hell are you?
Yeah, your shows probably ran nicely without me, huh?
Well, there was no Sonic in the dojo.
Yeah.
So what's going on, lady? Let's talk. It's been a sec.
Just all these home renovations, as you guys know. I bought my mom's house back from the bank, and it's been a constant stream of projects and renovations.
Right. You've been pretty hectic. You've been doing that for a while now. I know.
About a month now, and I'm still going strong. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you for taking time to join us today. We've missed you.
Anytime. I miss you guys too. But yeah, it's like this house was built in 1928, so it's like you look at something wrong and it breaks right now.
Right.
Ripping up carpets, tack strips, refinishing floors, painting stuff. Because that was the other fun. It had lead-based paint, so that was the other fun in a couple areas. And
yay!
Yeah, how they let my mom buy this house in like 2000 without doing an appraisal that told her about lead paint, because she did not paint this place, which means she bought it with the few places that had enamel-based lead paint in them, which is wild. And so now they recommend that you not sand it or have a company come do it. They recommend that you paint kills over it and you use a special latex enamel barrier over the top.
That sounds really fun.
Oh, it's so much fun. It takes like 4 coats. It's so much fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's wild.
Wow, from the pictures you were sending me, it's looking nice. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll talk a little more about home improvement in a minute. I want to welcome Lyrizone. It's been according to him, 5 years since he hit the dojo. So welcome back, Lyrizone.
Hello, sir. How are
How the
you?
hell? I'm good, man. How the hell are you?
I'm doing great. Superb.
Great, superb. It was really exciting. It's a good time. This has been a while. This is like just like the old show, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. Like you said, it's been half a decade, so it's long due.
Yeah, I lose track of things, and coming to YouTube, man, kind of. It's hard to bring the whole audience that we used to have over here. I'm still trying to find them all. It's
I
insane.
got you, bro.
Yeah. So you want to give a quick little basic intro to who you are and what you do?
Okay. Hello, everyone. If you're listening, go by Lyrizone. I'm a horrorcore artist from Vancouver, Washington. I have been doing this for a good bit. I used to live in South Carolina and they actually pop music to a grind mode cipher. Did a verse for them and enjoyed the craft, loved it. Went completely upper side of the spectrum and started writing dark stuff because I enjoyed it. With metal influence. If you listen to my last project, you'll hear that. My last EP was released last year on Halloween. It goes by Sweet Relief, and it's a good audio experience.
Right.
I pretty sure I showed Homeboy this, the PantsNInja. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so a hardcore artist, Washington. He's been in this game a little bit. Got some skill, got some talent. When did you just released Sweet Relief? Not what, a few months back there, you said?
Yeah, it was last year on Halloween.
Halloween. It's a hell of a date, man. Good
Yeah,
plan.
everyone's like, that's a little generic. It's like, not if you actually take your time with music and actually have a really good brand. Like,
Right?
it all depends on what your stance is and what you can actually contribute.
True story. So this is album number what for you?
This is album number 1.
Yeah. Isn't that exciting?
Oh yeah, it was definitely it was nerve-wracking the whole like start to finish because we did everything custom. It wasn't like anything least-wise, or we pretty much went through every single producer from start to finish and said, hey, so this is the song. We're gonna go from start to finish, every single piece made in house. That pretty much helped. Like I was doing like write-ups on Foley as far as like music production, movie production, making sound effects. Me being meat cutter, I was using my knives from work, taking keys, using certain dramatic influences to influence the music, give a little certain flair. So yeah, it was a fun project. I'm looking forward to the next one because it's gonna be fun.
Because yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I listened to the couple songs that we're gonna play here in a bit. And you definitely come up, man. Like you, I got introduced to you when you were with you and Project Leviathan were together. Sasha, you remember that, right?
Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. That was one of our first shows.
It was for the scoping the dojo thing we did. Yeah, for a little while there. We were in a transitional state, I think. I think that was that scoping? I have to look at the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I was still in Canada when we did that. Yeah.
Oh, oh, it was right after. I'm looking at the promo pieces now. Yeah, because that was 2015 was the last time. Yeah, it's been about 5 years then. Shit.
I was still in Canada then
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
because I
Because
didn't get home till right after my birthday that year. So yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna say hi to everyone in chat. I see people popping in. Let's say hello to Turish, Evil Dead, if you're still there. What's up? Sir Addy, always good to see you. Doc, my man, what's happening? Fry Guy. I don't know if Fry Guy. Who's Fry Guy? Do I know Fry Guy? You've been here before, Fry Guy. But yeah, so this is like I said, it's nice. I haven't like I was saying, I think I told you this, Sasha, but I haven't really been in the scene like a couple years now, man. Like
Oh, me
I
either. I've been doing my goth and industrial stuff lately for the last few years.
yeah, I was gonna say I just kind of got caught up in life. But we're getting back to it. Like I said, Lyrizone's here. It's 420. For those who celebrate, happy whatever it is to you. To the rest of you, happy Monday. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so I'm trying to find a link here real quick. So we have, I think if we can cue this up, we have a couple songs we're gonna rock with here. Um, let me look here real quick. Yeah, we can do that. So we're gonna start with a behind the scenes. I guess Lyrizone, we're gonna do Panic Room is the first one we're gonna show. Give everyone a little feel for
Correct.
what you do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mad Metal, I didn't even see you. Hey, buddy. Glad to see him, man. Mad Metal Man just showed up. That's cool. Juggalo LGBT, welcome to here. You're a moderator now. Congratulations. Don't screw it up.
I want a moderator.
I think you are. Like, you should be in the chat thing already. You've been there before. I moderated you before. You're on the list.
Okay.
I give everyone a wrench. That way nobody can kick anyone else out if everyone has a wrench, right? Yeah. So, I guess we'll go through these videos quick. We're gonna do a behind the scenes first for the Panic Room video, and then we'll play the Panic Room, and we'll come back and talk about that in a minute. Sound good?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds
Let's
good.
do that. Awesome.
You in the Panic Room? Want me to go get my knives real quick?
So everybody, chill out a minute. Check out what Lyrizone's got going on.
Will it damage the knives?
Not if I'm using the steel.
I don't know. The only good knives I had were given to me by a chef.
Well, thank you. About me, Carter. I have good knives. Thank you very much. My knives are good.
Well, that's your job. Do you have one of these at home?
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching this before. This is actually pretty cool.
Ain't nobody's dirty business how my baby treat me. Nobody's business but mine.
I don't know, but
Ain't
voices are coming
nobody's
through.
doggone business how my baby treat me. Nobody's business but my own.
Not sure. Yay! I think.
Yeah. Do it again, Pants. Do it again. For all time's sake, do it again.
Can I do it at the top of the next hour?
No, do it now.
Do it.
Oh, it's 9:17 p.m. on the East Coast. You're listening to the Dojo with PantsNInja, Sasha Doll, and Lyrizone Hardcore Artist is in the house today. There you go.
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
Sasha.
Yay. Just for me.
That's how I used to. It used to be a thing. Every show, I'd have this whole little thing, man. It was good times. But yeah, that was from the album Sweet Release, or Sweet Relief rather. Uh, Panic Room. That Manic Mix. Okay, so question for you, Lyrizone.
Yes.
Is there one that's not mixed? Is this just the song itself?
Uh, this one is actually the version that was made for the
I'm
the
sorry, you cut
previous.
out, buddy.
Gotcha. Hopefully, I'm better. The original song for the memories.
Okay.
That one is found on the last album. It was a compilation from the last label I was with. We did
Okay.
something as far as like more of a hip hop type thing. I decided to take a turn and use that song and make more of a metal mix. That's what's called a Manix because it's more of a metal influence. We did a lot more as far as the actual riffs with the actual uh, different mixing style. We just flipped it on its head.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we got some positive feedback in the chat there, and I was digging it, man. I like that kind of like harder style, man. Definitely.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're talented, man. I've always said that, and you're a good dude, and I'm happy to have you on here and help you out any way I can.
Likewise, friend. Likewise.
Plus, you've been one of the best clients I've had for the artwork in a while. So,
Oh yeah. It's actually pretty funny because I was actually going to use the one that you did, the 8-bit design. I was going to use it for the Nintendo Switch I have, and just like, again, and pretty much add in the very back.
well, hit me up later. We'll do a refined version of that because I feel like I want to detail that one a little more.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I might start doing the 8-bit stuff again, man. If there's a market for it, maybe I'll do the designs again. Yeah, Metal Man saying metal and rap how it should be done. Take a note, guys. If you're doing metal and rap together, follow Lyrizone. He'll teach you.
I could
And if
try.
it's Australian rap, you want Crossworm. There's so many different people that do awesome fusions.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Crossworm's good. I'm just trying to give props to Lyrizone right now.
for sure. For
Well,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
Crossworm is definitely dope. Like I said, even for the horrorcore scene, like I've seen more boom and bap. Like going forward with all my projects, I've always tried to put metal into my work, and I've noticed like there's been groups before I started doing as far as like horrorcore, uh,
hmm
that I pulled their kind of like their theme from and shadowed a little bit. But I feel like right now there's not a lot of horrorcore with metal infused into it, like what I'm doing, and I'm trying to make it to where that's the standard for horrorcore now because I want to make that punch in the face type thing. So
Oh, yeah. You have a little, definitely a little aggressive feel to it. Now, on this note, like, would you say metal is one of your bigger influences, or is it hip hop?
I want to say when I was younger to now, definitely metal.
Okay, like you're more into the hard rock stuff at that.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely pay homage to the artists as far as hip hop that came before me. That we have like many different artists, and we can go from like when Mars was still in it. What I think is Black Locust was what for the ICP at one point when they were doing. Then they had a different project called what was it? Something Tunnel. Um,
Wait, what
project.
was it?
It was Tunnels. I think it was something. The title was Tunnel something. I think what was it called? Bitch.
Tunnel?
Either way, I remember it's a bunch of underground artists as far as more ICP themed, but they were like very, very horrorcore.
Okay.
Um, I was listening to stuff like that, but I definitely pull my like song structure and what I do. Black Sabbath is my go-to.
Mm.
Tunnel Runners. There we are. Thank you.
Tunnel Runners. There you
Um,
go.
yes. I was like Tunnel something, but I can't fucking remember. But yeah, like Black Sabbath all day. Um, like my main poll, I love Ozzy. I feel really bad that he closed and he didn't do his actual tour because his voice gave out and his health was really bad. Um, my goal was to see him live. But as far as like metal itself, that's something I go into. I think right now after the show, I'll probably like deep dive into Mudvayne. Um, that's one of my go-to bands as well to get me into my writing. I guess my encouragement per se, my motivator. But yeah, guys, I love all types of metal, black metal, death metal, you name it. I've tried indulged and dived in it.
Right. I was going to go along the lines of the question, like, who was your biggest influences? So I think you covered some of that. You got any other
Def
influences?
um, as far as metal, like I said, Black Sabbath,
Not just metal, like music in
uh,
general.
Rem, Frank Sinatra, believe it or not. I'm a huge Frank Sinatra fan. Um, hell, I mean, I had so
Sinatra,
many
though.
different. Yeah, I'm a huge Sinatra fan.
Let's keep it to top five. Okay, top five influences on your work.
Okay, damn, brought the list. All right,
Yeah, I'm bringing a list out, son. Do it.
all right, from top, like I said, Black Sabbath. We do Frank Sinatra. Shit, Shine Down. Son of a bitch. That's a very, very hard list to just like name only five. Um, believe it or not, Metallica definitely love Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Older or newer? I should ask.
honestly, I love their older stuff, but I
Okay.
also appreciate the new stuff. I won't be that person to say, "Oh, their new
Right.
stuff's trash."
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it
There's a
just
bunch of people
it's
doing that.
everybody's like saying like we can all hate on like say anger for days. Be like, oh god, it's so bad of an album. Yeah, but I mean they did what they wanted to do. I mean it's like I don't know if you guys are huge Green Day fan, but my girlfriend's a huge Green Day fan. They were like saying their previous band, I think it was like Hot Tub something or Foxtrot Hot Tub or some shit like that. And essentially that was the band before he grew into Green Day. I mean, it's just all development of the artist and their character and what they actually contribute and what they different stages. So of course you
Yeah.
won't like one album, but if you understand the maturity of the artist and what they are trying to get into, just deal with it. Let the artist be the artist.
Well, that's the whole thing, I think. Like, you got a band that starts with this genre, okay? Like, let's just say blah, 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 whatever. And if they're in the business 10, 20, 30 years, they grow, they evolve. Sometimes they change their styles. Uh, Time of Your Life, Green Day is a good example. Like, that was their goodbye to the whole punk scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Eh,
definitely.
I like it. I like an artist that can evolve and change. And Metallica is obviously one of my favorite groups. I don't know how many people knew that, but I used to rant and rave about them a lot. Except Lars. Lars is a bitch. I said it.
You say what you will. I think
Hey,
that was I think I have one more.
Sure, go for it.
I think my last one will be definitely be Techno. That's
Tech
because
Nine.
yes,
Okay.
I think the reason why I'm so like heavy into him because I pretty much used him kind of like an emotional support when the KOD album came out.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I was
Okay.
I was going through some really really like fucked up shit in life, and that kind of even though it was a very very dark album that people are always saying, "Oh, play the old shit." Like, no, he literally got add that album and add that theme for a reason because he wanted to stop making really bad theme music, make him upset. And it was like a venting type thing. Um,
Right.
that's one of my favorite artists altogether. Like even from the before when he first started, like I think the Calm, and then they had to the point where now where it has recent album. That's all the same to me. It's the same tech. Uh, but
Right.
yeah, that's my number five, definitely.
Well, that's quite a diverse list. Sasha, you sound like you wanted to say something on the Metallica comment.
no, I was just like, hey, say what you will.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
I mean, the three of us, we all have a little hand in music, and I think you guys have a more in depth. You and Sasha here have a more in depth feel from the behind the scenes views on things than I do. Um, Regarding like the underground scene, at least,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's another thing. But
Well, I'm trying to get into it too, as far as the underground and stay more active. Because for a while, I was the same where I was like, try to come back into the scene because I fell out of it for a little bit because I was trying to find my niche and what I really, really enjoy doing. I didn't want to just half-ass music or just not
Right.
be completely involved with it and not love what I'm doing. Because if you're not enjoying what you're doing and not just learn, then
Hmm.
you're not gonna succeed because the need to learn not there, then you're not gonna move forward. Um,
Yeah, you're
but yeah,
chopping a little, buddy.
hopefully it's better. Am I better now?
Good. Yeah.
A little bit,
Cool.
yeah.
But yeah, essentially that's why I'm happy I'm back in the scenes. But like I said, I came back technically about 8 months ago. And that's where I was like full-fledged, going to the studio, getting video work done, do photos and photo shoots, stuff like that. Like now I'm enjoying it because I can actually, I guess, put my emotion to it. Before I felt like it was hit and miss, but now I'm 100% devoted and I'm enjoying it. Fans are enjoying it. It's altogether great. It's a good experience, and
Yeah,
it got me here too.
you're out there expressing yourself, you're reaching people. It's music in general is a great tool for that, I feel like. I've always
Exactly.
said it's an amazing feeling that a couple notes and some words can totally change your perspective on something, you know? And like you were saying, like I know you definitely are the type to put your heart and soul into whatever you're doing. You got it has to be perfect before you let it go, right?
Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why it sucked with the EP for as far as releasing, because I know people heard like about three-quarters of the songs that are on the actual EP, but that's because I'm so particular on how I want things released. Like I was having stuff at the studio, we were doing verses to hooks, and I was like, nah, this ain't it. We ain't putting this on the project. I was like, well, we could do 10 tracks, but which ones would be fillers? And I was like, I don't want fillers. I'd rather keep it short and sweet instead of just like adding millions of tracks that get forgotten.
Yeah, no kidding. So I think if it's cool, we're gonna queue up this other video we have here. We got a behind the scenes with Nowhere to Hide. What are we looking at? The drum? This is a drum solo or something?
Yes, Joshua Holland is my go-to engineer. He's also a good friend of mine. We we started one of the tracks. It's called The Intrusion. It had Mars, um, had had Gruesome, it had Dubs on it too, and that was the first song that we worked together. And that was 2 years before the album got released. So the song has been worked on for a while. But pretty much I got with him. He is the guitarist. He is the guy who did the drum tracking. He is like my go-to for stuff I can't personally do. Um, Personally, I love the way he's doing it. Like I'm still trying to like get myself better as far as a more professional guitar. But I'm focusing more on like I guess Monica right now. But mostly what you're gonna see is him doing the drum tracking for Nowhere to Hide.
Okay, and then I think we're gonna play the actual music video after that, or well, not the music video, but the song, I guess.
Yes.
YouTube. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, I
Oh
was peeping
yeah.
his stuff earlier. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Get it, Sasha.
I did.
Do it again.
Oh yeah.
I'm just happy to hear you. It's been a minute.
I got that from my mom. My mom used to go, "Oh yeah." She's like, "That sucks." It was so funny. So from across the house, you'd hear her go, like she'd hurt herself. The best one was she was digging in a drawer, giving me a speech on the importance of remembering where I put shit right. And she goes, "Oh, stick! How did that get in there?" And she comes up with a porcupine quill off her finger. And I just was like, as you were saying,
Right.
like, "Oh, stick," or like she'd be like, "Beavis." Every time she got like disgusted with something I did, she'd be like, "Beavis, what is this?"
Beavis. What is
Yes.
this?
Well, it started my 16th birthday party because like she forgot something and I was like, "Damn it, Beavis." And like in front of all my friends, without missing a beat, she goes, "If I'm Beavis, who does that make you?" Like, and at 16, like that's enough to make you want to like fucking sink into the ground, you know?
Right.
She was
All
awesome.
right. Well, it looks like the video got loaded, so we're gonna play these two videos real quick, and then we're gonna continue our conversation with Lyrizone and Sasha here, because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yes. Wait for that. We'll get back to it.
slowly your brain develops. They trained on mankind to seize up from a Senate. It's all control though. Your perception is your only weapon, so solely guard it from the wrong connection before they try to test it. A wise man once said they want to criminalize us. Hit the nail on the head, they had never been honest. When the blue wall goes up, everybody bow down. The road with the last dance, man, is tickled by the crowd. They hate our independence and fear of free thinkers. With thought cups change, their influence gets weaker. You gotta stop the elites, now I'm telling you, before they put you on the ground with the breathing tubes. Just by hearing this shit now, like me, they got you. Seems kinda crazy when I sit here and just think about it. Like the Mandela effect, I'm fearing to speak about it. Anxious with paranoia like a warning from the other side. Close my eyes and free vision was televised. Nothing's really what it seems to be. Glorifying by hating hopes, it creates disease. While the states where harsh traits relate the same fate. Been passed on from day one since the age. Realize where the red and blue come from. Why murder's okay, you got a shield and a gun. You can be a millionaire and say the worst things and the world won't change. Just all the brave remain caged. A second thought, someone hurry now, pick me up. I hear them banging on my door cause I'm fucking up. I wish I'd seen the signs, but now I know it's too late. The only way to be free is to break up the shackles that's holding you and me. See, when you fall from the line, slowly your brain develops. They trained on mankind to seize up from a Senate. It's all control though. Your perception is your only weapon, so solely guard it from the wrong connection before they try to test it. A wise man once said they want to criminalize us. Hit the nail on the head, they had never been honest. When the blue wall goes up, everybody bow down. The road with the last dance, man, is tickled by the crowd. They hate our independence and fear of free thinkers. With thought comes change, their influence gets weaker. You gotta stop the elites, now I'm telling you, before they put you on the ground with the breathing tubes. Just by hearing this shit now, like me, they got you.
Requires a certain degree of confidence. Knowledge requires a certain degree of trust. Not just trust in other people, but trust in yourself. Trust in you, the knower.
Ha! I think we're good. Uh, yes. So it looks like that was nowhere to hide, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I was listening to that. I didn't get all the lyrics yet. I have to listen to it a couple more times. But the subject matter, what are we talking about here?
Paranoia.
Paranoia, right?
Essentially, yes, sir.
Go for it. Yeah, explain, please.
Okay. That was actually a pretty interesting time as far as the song being written, what was going on, because we were going through, I guess, a mass paranoia slash, because I'm over here in Vancouver, Washington, and we're literally hugging Portland, Oregon, and people were going through a problem as far as like they were rioting 24/7, to get broken down into. It was that, I think, that period of last year we had like a lot of people were breaking small mom pop stores for no reason, doing a lot of vandalism, and that was kind of irritating me. And then we started having a lot more police brutality and a lot of extra stuff that was going on around the other scenes on the other side of the river. And then I was just literally listening and watching movies, which is one of my main things to do before I started writing songs. And unfortunately, the movie I was watching didn't really help. It was The Resident, was more of a horror movie, and it was getting me in my head. And I started writing. And next thing you know, I made this song. It was someone who was, I guess, their house was being broken into by federal agents or government agents.
Oh, wow.
It started from pretty much the idea of also going to a premise of Clockwork Orange, to where their brain pattern was related and all this extra stuff. Essentially, the whole song's a mind trip. It's just avoiding and evading capture.
Okay. Would you say the whole album has a theme to it like this, or every song specific?
Specifically, Parasite was most of the whole album's concept for just bad situations. That's why it's called Sweet Relief, because it's a really, really dark theme songs, but it makes you feel good as far as the writer myself writing them.
Yeah.
Everybody else kind of like, oh, this is really, really fucked up. But like Parasite, it had Kung Fu Vampire and Twisted Insane.
Yeah, I heard that
song. That one was also a part of my life, to where the ex-fiance, where she pretty much got. If you listen to the song as far as lyric, I'm not gonna tell you all about the song, so I want you guys to listen to it.
Right.
But essentially, the premise of it is someone being a parasite, leeching on to your well-being and just causing, I guess, mental and physical deficiency, causing issues. Essentially, the point of burying them is like burying them pretty much subconsciously, so where they never arise ever again. But that's pretty much one of the also songs that's more heart-tugging, because the whole project itself, even though there be some tongue-in-cheek ones like Intrusion,
Right.
that one is pretty gritty. That one I was just watching a lot of horror movies, and I want to make a song about it.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I said, it's my main thing is making projects to where they have some feeling. It's even though horrorcore people are like, oh, slap this, stop that, but just go bloody gore for just to make the song. I want to actually put some songs up there and actually have some of my personality in it. So yeah.
Yeah, like we said, you're a hardcore artist. You're influenced by the darker side of things. It feels like, right?
Yes.
And a lot of emotion. Like you were saying, like you felt a certain way about a situation. Make a song about it, right?
Exactly.
Actually, it looks like we might have Parasite queued up too. If you guys want to, we can do that one if you want. Give you a little promo on that, and we could take some more questions after that.
Sure, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we
got
can load
time.
that. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go with, and this is Parasite off album Sweet Relief. And we'll take some more questions, chat. Keep going with the questions. I'm writing them down as we're here, and we'll get you covered.
Sorry about that, guys. My dog had a seizure.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't want everybody to hear it and be like, whoa. So yeah, that little yip noise was her. She almost fell off the bed. It's a thing.
No one ever treat me like you did. Now there's maggots in the walls, sneezing on his lips. Like it's my fault, cause I had to see y'all kiss. Cause I'm the bad guy, yeah, I'm the bad guy. You're about to get it now, shut your mouth and watch us work. Got a couple demons with me, see just what you deserve. Coming at you threefold, promises don't get worse. your word was toxic. Couple times for the start, I blocked it. My bad, my heart was loving you, bitch, you knew the process. You acted wifey, we even picked out a wedding ring. Yeah, moving in, your motives moved on to different things. Went from investing to claiming you don't have the time to. Always choosing to be so petty, we'll be your ride free. Leaving early, one day I might have to take a ride for. See you walking and talking and then he gets a kiss. Next thing I knew, I was staring at my bathroom mirror. Eyes bloodshot, shirt ripped, gashes on my cheeks. Something like more than hearing a voice from the back of my head say, wanna let that love in, one best day. Parasites, no one ever treat me like you did. Now there's maggots in the walls, feasting on his lips. Like it's my fault, cause I had to see y'all kiss. But I'm the bad guy, yeah, I'm the bad guy. You're about to get it now, shut your mouth and watch us work. Got a couple demons with me, see just what you did. Coming at you threefold, promises don't get worse. Let me finish what you started as I bury you.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda been cool last week, we was hanging out. Now you running your mouth, I ain't no better. Depression win when the shit turns out to be. How the fuck would you know if you love me when you don't love yourself? Dusting on the shelf, rusting away. I could provide, I could confide. I don't open up to too many people, I don't oblige. Parasitic ways got me running from your haze. Manipulation, stimulated by the stipulation. Recreated from a broken nation. Procreation didn't mean shit. Ending up in that snake pit, ain't no way to erase it. They could try to blacklist me, I'm blackballed with the voodoo black magic when the darkness falls. I got two in the chamber, through with the anger, but the white lies got a vamp wanting to kill them all. Threatened to take everything and now you're really gone. Can you feel this blonde palm with the blood I'm on? I run the long game, you parasite leech motherfuckers, stay filled with shame.
Lyrizone, man, this shit's crazy.
Parasites, no one ever treat me like you did. Now there's maggots in the walls, feasting on his lips. Like it's my fault, cause I had to see y'all kiss. But I'm the bad guy, yeah, I'm the bad guy. You're about to get it now, shut your mouth and watch us work. Got a couple demons with me, see just what you deserve. Coming at you threefold, promises don't get worse. Let me finish what you started as I bury you.
I can't believe I caught you red. Handed, damn it, it's all for hits. I really wanna get the gunner for you all, but let this time my dick and tell me that you did it all for bread. And now I'm here, then I ain't leaving till you all is dead. Fuck, I feel like I'ma really go murder. Take a head off in the middle where they catch you with your bitch, and I'ma get the bun and serve you like a hamburger. Serve you. Why you got your hand up, bitch? I ain't your fucking buddy. Matter of fact, the serve give me all your fucking money. I'ma take it off until the rumble, you gon' meet your doom. You can save it with the bullshit, I ain't leaving till you're bloody. Feel me? Why you had to ride this pipe though? I told you from the beginning, I'm fucking psycho. And now I'm in the vendor with the mask and rifle, throwing both up in the van, handcuffed with blindfolds. Damn, I'm about to fuck up some shit. What I caught you just sucking this dick. I want you dog cause I took a walk and I would've bought this, then I wouldn't be back up in this bitch. I admit that this shit got me pissed. I'm worked up with the heart on this bitch. No dirt on this bitch. On the real, when I pull this gun, they gon' find you on murder this shit. I'ma roll like a diesel. Drunk driver with your head up in the front seat. And I ain't with it when you dealing with a weasel. I put a gun in every window when I drop heat. I kill a whole house and I get sideways. It ain't no love, ain't no fun if you don't die. I put the pistol in your motherfucking mouth. You was in the room sucking dick, bitch. Don't cry, don't cry.
Parasites, no one ever treat me like you did. Now there's maggots in the walls, feasting on his lips. Like it's my fault, cause I had to see y'all kiss. But I'm the bad guy, yeah, I'm the bad guy. You're about to get it now, shut your mouth and watch us work. Got a couple demons with me, see just what you deserve. Coming at you threefold, promises don't get worse. Let me finish what you started as I bury you.
And I think we're back. For those just tuning in, it's I'll do it one more time, Sasha, just for you.
Okay.
Yes.
9:46 p.m. on East Coast. PantsNInja, Sasha Doll, and Lyrizone are in the dojo. We're having a live interview with hardcore artist Lyrizone. We just got done with Parasite off the new album Sweet Relief. For those just tuning in, played 3 songs. I think that's a good amount to give them a little taste of what you got going on, Lyrizone.
I agree, sir.
And the chat apparently has some questions, so we'll get to them in a sec.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you one
Questions.
thing quick. What is your favorite song off this album from a personal standpoint?
Damn. Good question.
Mm.
Creative wise,
Sure.
As far as like actual emotion pull, Parasite, but actually having fun vocally and performing and actually breaking the song down piece by piece. For the Memories, but I think For the Memories is my all-time favorite.
Okay. You feel you put more emotion and such into that song itself?
At the creative process, I did a little more. I guess, I guess, I guess looking into different movies, different inspirational polls, different guitar styles, and figure out and got with Josh and figure out what to do as far as production with it, how we're gonna add a different flair. Toward the end, I don't know if you guys listen to Linkin Park very much, but we pulled the ending as far as the guitar breakdown, the style of it, how the outro hit from Meteoraya. Uh, so we pulled that. I enjoyed the whole like sporadic because my energy it shined on that song as far as my concern because I'm very high energy as far as vocalist and how I deliver my sound and how I usually get myself jumping one before I get in the booth because I want to pretty much be active and ready to go. And that I feel that song was pretty much my verbal cocaine. It was it got me going.
Well, and that's funny because there's some questions in the chat. I'm going to ask one related to that idea. This is coming from Turish. What do you listen to get hyped up to perform?
Ha! You're probably gonna laugh. Uh,
Oh,
but it's usually
whatever.
something very, very relaxing. It's usually very relaxing music. Like
Okay,
I was
some
saying, Frank Sinatra. I believe it on My Way is my favorite song to get myself relaxing, myself going, as far performing wise.
so you're
I
you're
don't
more
know
in
why.
the downbeat to
Yeah,
instead of most people like, okay, I'm going to play the hardest thing ever to get me motivated. You're like, no, I'm going to chill
it's
and
the
we're going to just
opposite.
right.
It's the opposite.
Well, you were talking about your varied musical tastes. And I know from personal experience you have an interest in a lot of different instruments, a lot of different styles, right? Like
Exactly.
regarding instruments, I should say. That's what I want to focus on here. Um, the other day I caught you and you were talking about the harmonica. You were doing a little thing with that.
Yes. As
Uh,
far as I was learning about, I actually have one right now. I think it's a Honor, Hohner. It's pretty much the key of C. And I was actually practicing on live stream. I went on Instagram about a couple days ago, and I was doing like a little live stream video, and I had actually Bill and Joel playing the background of Piano Man. And I'm trying to actually master that because me personally, I like guitar, but I have never played the actual like harmonica, and I felt a little intimidated by it. And I was like,
right.
no, we ain't being scared. We're playing this fucking thing. So now I'm gonna make sure that I'm putting that. Like, if I have to find some way to put into my music, it's gonna be interesting how I incorporate a harmonica and horrorcore. But
Oh
I
man,
still
I tell you, I can think of a few ways, but
like. I was thinking about using it for a skit, because especially for the Panic Room ones where we had like an old timey slash radio song playing in the background. Like, I can finally be creative. Uh, but I'm looking forward to utilizing that. I'm gonna leave Josh to do the drumming because I just can't do that.
right, right.
It's a special skill set. Uh, but yeah, harmonica is my next thing as far as the actual, um, I guess instrument per se. And I think I seen in the chat that what type of video gear type of.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that next, actually. That was my lead in to the next question. So yeah, Mad Metal Man was asking, what's your favorite piece of studio gear?
Now, that's actually a pretty hard question to answer right now because
Okay.
the actual studio gear that Joshua has, he has pretty much from start. He pretty much does more rock music. I'm one of the few horrorcore, and technically, I'm the only horrorcore artist he actually has on the actual working list of clientele, which is fun because he's done rock and stuff like that. So, me personally, since I started building my own studio, which is what's going on during the epidemic, um, I have numerous ones I'm looking forward to. I could say the Chaotic Eyeball is what I'm looking to right now, as far as like more of the sound isolation. I'm looking forward to having my AT4040 back in the studio because I enjoy using that one before I left South Carolina. But as far as the actual gear itself, personally, the Scarlet I2i, definitely because the interface that I've started with and I was enjoying. It's all around a good interface.
Hmm.
That's what I would say.
So it's all about the interface. I got you.
Well, every equipment depends on the high end to low end. The best thing about what I've seen people break it down music as far as being an engineer, you could have something that's so low as far as people saying, oh, it's low quality gear. It depends on the person using it. If you have good background, you have good knowledge for it, you can make something fucking shine if you know what you're doing. Just as well as someone who spends millions and millions of dollars in gear and doesn't know what the fuck to do with it.
Right. It's you can have the tools, but you got to know how to use them.
Exactly.
Right. Good question, Metal. He's full. Like I got a bunch from him, so we're gonna get to them. We're gonna get to a
Awesome.
couple more here. Uh, Poop in the chat. Hi, Poop. Welcome. How do
Shit.
you avoid vocal burnout?
Well, uh, Josh actually taught me this. We don't use, as far as water itself, I've stopped using more of like energy drinks to get myself going because I feel like the energy drinks when I first started, it burned me out as far as doing verses to verse. Like I would do the hook, we get that pretty much good to go. And then by the time the verse hits, I'm like, okay, I'm burnt the fuck out. Like I had too much like stuff going for us. So now, as far as vocal, I do the very gritty like harshness as far as like really really like, angry vocal to make sure like
Mhm.
throat tense up. We've started doing that last as far as doing ad libs or like over layers because you don't want to screw your vocals from the get go because once you start doing that really really graspy stuff like Five Finger Death Punch does,
Hmm.
once you start doing that very very heavy vocal from the get go, unless you can perform it, if you can perform it and have no problems, I say more props to you. Um, but what I usually do is I use multiple layers. I start from lows to mids to highs. Um, so I just watch what I'm doing as far as my vocal. I just rely on the heavy stuff last.
Yeah, yeah. You save the harder stuff for last. Okay. Good
Exactly.
question. Good question. Good answer. Like I said, Chad, if you got any more questions, take them. I'm scrolling through here right now. Sasha, how you holding up over there? You good?
I'm all right. I just wish my dog would stop having seizures tonight. That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
It's weather change. She has really bad allergies, and so about twice a year this happens. But it's really bad to like yip in her sleep and like roll around, and it's really hard to watch.
Hmm.
So, and we can't exactly go see our vet right now because everything's shut down, and I'm out of her gabapentin. So, it is what it
Jeez.
is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Handle it
Sort of,
as you can.
yeah, short of giving her mine, which is capsule form, and so there's no way to dose it out for her properly. There's nothing I can do
Oh. I
except
hope.
love. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
except love.
she's all right. They're not grand mal. The vet said they're bad enough to be a cause for concern, but I'm not going to lose her. She's still able to work. It's just a couple times a year we go through this with her allergies.
Right.
So she's basically not taking in enough oxygen because she's all stuffy, and it leads to her having seizures. So it is what it is. She'll be all right.
Well, good. I mean, I hope she's all right. I'm gonna. Oh man. All right.
She's
Back
kind of,
to
I kind of need her, so she's got to be all right.
yeah, service dog. Yep. Um.
Yeah.
Oh, we got more questions from Metal. Let's get to this one. I'm gonna just quote him. Uh, Given the metal influence, would you consider doing a full concept album, or do you find albums like that to be contrived and feel you'd be better telling small stories in your songs?
Ah, well, honestly, I've always wanted to do a full concept album, but I
Mm.
feel like I feel the less songs I've done, like I think mostly if I can probably do it next 5, 6.
Oh, you
I
cut
know
out on me,
most.
brother.
I said most albums itself is actually a good question because I always want to do a full concept album, but
Okay.
I wouldn't want to do like 15 to 16 tracks and then most of them are just like I said before fillers that they were just like feel like songs that were rushed and didn't really actually help it. I've always wanted to do a concept album, but I feel like the track as far as numbers I might just stick with that way it has time for the intro, the outro, have the skits. Um, I've always thought smaller projects that more in my opinion because I've seen albums that have huge amount of actual numbers. Like I said before, I just got burnt out of it because they lost continuity.
Right.
But I do enjoy full concept albums. But I feel for me, since for what I do goes from song to song, 9 times out of 10, if it's I don't want to go on my biggest fear as far as projects is just to ramble on a project and people are just like, okay, well he was talking about this before, and now this, so it's kind of getting touched. But I always want to. But I enjoy small story and small track lists because that way it sums it up, gives a good the actual project. Like the next one I'm doing, the next LP is gonna be going with Pleasant. Essentially, it's gonna be a hip hop and also metal type album, and I'm gonna use different stuff that's happened throughout the last 3 years, kind of like take what I did with Sweet Relief and make it more polished per se. Because what I hear now as far as horrorcore, I want to give more personality and give it an actual theme. So, like I said, it's gonna be really cool. Looking forward to it.
Right on. Yeah. We'll go. I got metal. I'm trying to cover all your questions here real quick. Another one from metal. Do you find your better songs are written sporadically over a period or written in the heat of the moment?
Definitely heat of the moment. Definitely.
Okay. Okay. Uh, I got one more from him lined up here, and then we're gonna go to some more. When writing, do you pull more from pre-established fiction movies, personal experience, or fictionalized scenarios in your head?
Believe it or not, I want to say all three.
Okay.
Because one, I usually pull from more horror films. Like for Florida Memories, I was on a binge from Hostel. I was watching more, like I said, Clockwork Orange was my go-to. I was watching that over a lot of very, very, I guess, indie horror films. And then, especially for Parasite, I was using that for more of like, let's say in my head is more rhetorical because you can't physically kill somebody. Or you wouldn't
Right.
do that. But like, I just enjoy the type of horrorcore itself in the genre. I enjoy living because it is a mental relaxation for me, even though it's people are like, oh, that's just tongue in cheek type thing. It's really not because mentally you have to put yourself in a situation like I was telling people when I was going live on Instagram and all those other platforms that the reason it's taking me a longer to actually get a full project out because I actually live in this shit. Like I don't just make up a fucking song and just like let it fly. I
Right.
literally have to release the song, like especially for Sweet Relief. I haven't listened to that song and that whole album released because more of the tracks like Parasite and stuff like that is really fucked with. So usually stuff I take to heart, I put 100% into it. But once it's done, I'm like, ugh, I can't revisit that for a while.
That's a true story. It starts to get repetitive after a while, right?
Exactly.
Mm. Oh, Poop has a great question too. Speaking of all this,
Let's go.
yeah. Do you think your lyrics are more similar to what's found in rock or in hip hop, considering the delivery is almost right in between?
Ah, good question. I want to say more rock as far as the actual like lyrics wise. Hip hop, it not really as far as that. I don't really say, oh, it's more hip hop and but I
Oh, you cut out me again, brother. Sorry.
stupid phone. Um, but essentially I was saying rock,
Rock. Okay.
definitely.
All right. Shout out to everybody in chat again. Thanks for the questions. We're looking. I think we got a couple more here. Oh, Metal suggests you do a dark blues song. Harmonica works surprisingly well with some heavy blues. That's a good idea.
Always open to actually experiments. That's how
Yeah,
Nowhere to High was actually made because it was originally supposed to be a hip hop track, and then we just said, nah, fuck it, we're making it rock, and we just did some drum tracking, had a little more metal influence, and before you knew it, became a rock track.
excellent. And whatever you're doing right now, your mic sounds clear as hell. So beautiful. Um, Doc, that's a good question, Doc. Do you like improv or do you keep everything on paper?
For the last project, most everything was on paper. I think the only thing that was improv was the panic room skip because I literally had to put myself mentally in a situation. We were doing Foley where I had the keys, I had my knives from work, and that was more improv. So you hear like the laughing in the background and just like whistling. That was improv. Had to mentally get myself in that situation, go from that point because I had to put myself to where it was me walking into a, I guess, chamber, all this extra stuff. Yeah, that was the only improv as far as the whole project itself.
So would you consider that kind of like oh, what's the word when actors get into the role and
Uh,
don't break character?
concept art,
Thank you.
concept or concept artist, I think it is,
Something like
or
that,
concept.
yeah.
Method acting.
Method acting, thank you. I had a brain fart.
It's all good. Um, I would assume that's one of it because, like I said, it just goes pretty much putting yourself in that mentality. Some people can
Right.
actually do it very well and they can get out of it fine, and some people don't because they get literally too attached to the character they're playing at, and then they lose track of reality.
Well, that's
That's it.
I was gonna ask you that. Like, do you find yourself like Lyrizone and the real life you like are one and the same? Do you like what's the influence there?
Um, believe it or not, the Arizona itself is completely separate to me as a person because though I love artistry, I love being Lyrizone, it's very mentally taxing. Uh, especially from me being happy. As far as outside of it, I use Lyrizone as a crutch to get my anchor in situations as far as real life problems, and it's very good to get it out. But I would never want to be Lyrizone and just say, "Ooh, I'm this guy." No,
Right, right.
it's a very, very, very taxing career, but I enjoy doing it because in some way it helps me. And
Yeah.
it's definitely a good thing.
Well, you're being creative. You're putting yourself out there. You're letting go of emotions and thoughts and making some damn good music, in my opinion. You know, it's I'm all about being creative. And like I was saying with the character thing, I find sometimes, especially in like an online community or the underground scene itself, separating the person from the personality, you know what I mean, is sometimes hard to do, I guess.
Exactly.
So right on. We're gonna. This is pretty good. You guys having fun? I hope. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. I know I
I
am.
for half a decade, I'm having a great time.
Yeah. Well, I took a hiatus for a couple years. After all that stuff went down with the radio thing, I'm like, man, this sucks. I need a break. You know.
But you gotta do what they gotta do, man. I did the same thing when I first left. When I left for about what 2 3 years, and I was just not engaging with anything as far as the horrorcore scene or underground scene because I felt literally I was burnt out. I hit a wall. I
Right.
had to I had to collect myself and had to get myself mentally prepared because especially for obviously you can understand you can't do this half-assed. You got to give
Right.
100% and you have to put your mentality and put everything into it. And some people can't do it, which I can understand. It's a very very like constant
Taxing.
type
Very
thing.
taxing.
Yes. Uh artistry, graphic designing, radio podcasting, it doesn't care what you do. If you're putting your heart into it, it's going to take time. So I'm happy I can give myself 100%. I'm happy to hear you again and be on here talking to you. It's been a very long time, and
Right.
like I said, dude, you growed. I'm happy for you.
We all grow, man, and that's what it's about.
Thank you so much. Hey guys, I hate to cut this short, but I'm gonna have to take her to the ER. She's bad.
All right, Sasha, you want to shout out anything before you roll?
Yeah, I love you guys to pieces. I'll be back. I just didn't expect her to go down like that. She peed my entire bed, so I gotta go.
Yeah, go take care of business. We understand.
You guys are the best, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
You
Sasha,
take
take
it
care.
easy.
All right, bye bye.
And for anyone, that was Sasha Doll. Her links are in the description there. She was, she's been with me forever. She's amazing. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna pop her over there. Yeah. So let me see here. We got some more questions. Lyrizone, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I really am because this is fun.
I am. This is fun.
It's been forever, man. And I've missed you.
I got
For
the
everyone,
pants. The pants are off.
nice. For everyone in chat, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Mystic Ninja Designs first off, so you know when I'm doing things. I post on Twitter, I post on Facebook, I post on the Discords. And if there's somebody you want me to sit down with, let me know. Like, I'm pretty sure we can make things happen. You know, there's a few people I have on the list. Not that we're gonna do a little promo quick for the next show. but there's going to be a flyer at the end of the video here. Next Monday, I believe we're going to dive into what the new age, I believe it is, a new age thought process. We're going to have some crystal readers, tarot card readers, paranormal investigator people coming on. It's going to be a fun time. That sounds like something right up your alley, Lyrics.
I'll tune in, definitely.
Yeah, man. Oh, shout out to Straight Sith Mail. I see you there. Well, you're welcome for the wrench. Magic Ninja, what you know? Ooh, all right. Let's get these questions knocked out. More from Metal. When performing live, do you prefer a performing band or a DJ to back you, or a combo?
Believe it or not, and then they're probably gonna laugh at this one, but I haven't performed live yet. I've been doing more of like the EP itself and getting the actual tracks itself for a live.
Yeah, getting
And
yourself
I,
situated, right?
yeah, it's full. Everybody has always said, hey, when you're doing live shows, you got to do live shows, be your artist. And so I was like, okay, first off, we're in new generation as far as what you're putting out. I am not going to be a studio rapper per se of just having songs online. That's it. But there's levels to this to where you make sure your first impression sticks. That being said, I want to make sure the person I bring with me does guitar. He does. Hopefully, I'm going to have a drummer with me. I want to make sure that when I'm performing, it's going to be a memorable event. So it's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to get a guitar. I'm hoping to get Josh with me to do the guitar, and then we hire a drummer. Because that's what I want to do is have an actual, I guess, rock / hip hop type thing. I don't want to have someone just on the keyboard but behind me just doing like the beat pad. I want to have an actual rock rap type concert.
Yeah, like a combo going on. Yeah. I got you. Wow. Something's going on with the video. The text is going crazy. That's all right. That's okay. Welcome to the dojo, guys. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Yep. Sith Mail links are in the description, like I said. Definitely check it out. Doc asked.
And thank you, everyone.
Yeah, go for it. Say whatever you want to say, man.
I also want to thank you, everyone that's tuning in right now. That's either leaving comments and engaging or just actually listening. I appreciate you guys coming through. It's awesome, and I will let you get back to your question. I'm just saying thank you.
You're excited. It's good. I love it. I always enjoy talking with you, man. We talk. I feel like we definitely talk a lot more outside this kind of stuff than we do on this stuff.
Exactly.
Which is cool. Yeah, but Doc was asking, do you find the immersion hard to break?
That depends. Parasite, it was pretty hard to get out of that mindset. It was where I was kind of like very, very flustered. Operation Wake the Dead, that was the next track after that was Lex the Master. That was done last other Halloween. It wasn't last Halloween, but one before that one. So after Parasite, I was pretty much ready to say, okay, this EP, it's ready. Because I felt if I kept on pulling to that emotion, it would be very hard to break and focus on other subject matter. Because it literally got me to the point I was like, okay, well, I'm stuck in this very, very hard, like, woe is me type mindset. And I do not want to be that one artist that just is stuck in a pigeonhole of complaining about things they can't. So it was hard, but it depends on how developed you are as far as your product and what you're putting in. But for me, it was difficult. But I'm doing better now. Ha!
Yay! We're all
For
doing
now.
better for now. Hey, life is nothing but a series of ups and downs, right?
Exactly.
yes-
The roller coaster is real.
And yes, Doc, I can talk to Jesus. I'll get him. I'll get him for you, buddy. Oh, Poop's never heard of hardcore before. This is a loving the introduction. Thanks, Poop. Poopity Poop Poop. That's a great name. Absolutely. I don't know who Poop is, but thank you for being here. Thank you to all you. And shout out to the Full Metal Pickle. Praise the Gherkin. I don't know if you remember Pickle from the Muser days or not. Lyrizone, but he was definitely big part of the crew there.
Okay. I'll have to go
He's the
back and do
reason
some research.
He's the reason I came back to YouTube.
All
Ah,
praise the pickle. All praise to
all
the Most
praise the
High.
pickle. Praise the
That's
pickle gherkin Jesus.
that's gonna be my next coitus message. Hey girl, praise the pickle. That's gonna be fucking.
Oh
That's
man,
fun.
it's good times.
It is.
So we went over sweet relief. I'm trying to cover my bases here. Any last questions in chat? Because I think we're soon gonna wrap this up here. Um, everyone's got things to do tonight. Trying to
Get
keep these.
high.
Well,
Relax.
I'm not saying anything above anything, but yeah, no. Mad Metal Man, love you to death. Thank you, brother. Hit me up later if you get a chance. I want to start doing that thing we're talking about. He's actually going to be part of that horror movie thing we're doing, which is going to be fun. Lyrizone, do you know Corpse Fucker? You remember her?
Yes, I do.
She'll be joining us on one of them too. If you want to hop in on
Pamela,
one,
right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Just hit me up, whatever, man. Just I have available time. I think right now we're just working on one studio thing. I think by the start of May, should have everything ready for the studio. So I'm just gonna record what I can, get things going, because due to the coronavirus and touching down, I'm mostly recording at home. But yeah, just give me a heads up, and I'll be happy to oblige. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, and anyone in chat, by the way, if you got any movies you want us to check out and talk about in the horror scene, drop a line. Let me know. Like, I want to do a kung fu movie theater thing too, and I think I can pull that off eventually. That's my gig.
Okay.
You know how I am. I like nerdy stuff, kung fu movies, and horror. Happy 420 straight Sith. Yes, that's awesome.
Happy 420.
Hey, thanks, Poop. I'm getting your messages. I'll explain that in a minute. About we're not making a movie. We're going to watch movies and talk about them, talk about the history of horror a little bit, the different subgenres, where they stem from, our favorites. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to swing a couple actors or actresses on here sometime. That'd be fun. But I'll talk about this later. We're talking to Lyrizone now, guys.
It's all good.
My
I'm
man.
soaking in the information.
Hey, we got ideas. I'm just hoping. Well, with the recent, I guess I'll call it a pandemic. Sure, the recent situation we're all facing gives me a lot more time to do stuff here. So I figure let's do it while we
Exactly.
can.
Well, it's all
Yeah.
a blessing. I'm usually using this time. Everybody use this time differently. Some people do recording. I'm doing this mostly for research. I'm enjoying the time for research and going to different movies, different actual recording styles, looking at different vocal artists and vocal actors, or I guess vocal talent teachers, where they show you how to actually sing, how to do more different stuff, song structure. I'm utilizing this time for more research, which is always fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? Like it's a double-edged sword. Granted, we're facing a lot of bad issues, but we can make the best out of the situation we're stuck with. You know?
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah. Try to better yourselves, people, or at least have some fun. Whatever works for you.
But yeah, if you did that horror movie spill to where you pretty much like start discussing it, bring me through, because I'm gonna probably do some research after this. Like even with the next project, I'm start pulling from different movies and different themes, and we can just discuss it, shoot the shit, and just have fun.
Yeah, man. Depending, like, I don't want to play the whole movie on YouTube. I have a feeling we'll get like copyright
Flag
crap with
different,
that.
yeah.
By the way, don't flag my videos because it's gonna play your music.
Never.
I'm telling. Yeah, I know. I know. Uh,
How dare you?
how dare I do what?
How dare you play my music on your platform with me on the interview? How dare you?
How dare I? How dare I promote the underground scene that I was so deeply involved in for half my life?
Dare you?
And that's the thing about the underground scene too, man. Like people think it's strictly rap, and it's not.
Yeah,
There's a lot of independent artists out there doing their thing in all genres. And personally, I like we were talking. I have a very eclectic taste. Like I like so many different things.
I
It's
agree.
it's it's hard to pinpoint one thing that just is like sticks out. But
Well, I like the underground specifically, which I know people are usually saying underground this, underground that, but I view the underground as kind of like, I guess, shaping of an artist of what they can make before they actually blow up or what they actually full-fledged get into. Like, there's a lot of experimental artists that I'm seeing that are constantly grinding, constantly trying to get their thing from start to finish. And what I'm watching is like, oh, that's really freaking neat. Like Jade the Nightmare. That chick is fucking awesome. I love Jade. Like, especially for her style for goth hop. Like, I'm usually checking her stuff out, and she's still doing her thing as far as incorporating dark lyrics, but still having that dark, like, I guess, metal influence, but it's unique to her. Like, stuff like that is why I love the underground. It's a polished version to where you can't find that anywhere else.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Um, I'm gonna give a shout out to Full Metal Joker. I saw you sitting there. Sorry, buddy. This is when we do random live streams and people are used to hopping in, and I'm just now getting back in the swing of things. So we're trying to get more organized here. Uh, anyways, so I guess we're gonna wrap this up. No more questions from the chat. I think we covered a lot. Anything else you want to cover before we head out?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. Well, why don't you give a shout out
Sir.
to what your stuff is so people can find you?
Okay. Well, if you guys want to find everything for Lyrizone to where my work and you can actually find my latest album for streaming, I have my website, www.lyrizone.com. That's my official website. You'll find merchandise there. You'll find collaborations I've done with artists. You'll find collaborations when they drop. You'll find models, shirts, and I guess portfolio stuff. You'll find me on all Instagram. You'll find, just type in the real Lyrizone, same word. SoundCloud, just type in Lyrizone. Same thing with Facebook. Yeah, just check me out. If you look in the description, you'll find where just click on the links. It actually has where you me. Mostly everywhere. If you find Lyrizone, like Lyrizone, you can just type it whatever. I'm mostly everywhere. I think there's not one platform I'm not on at this point. I have Periscope I rarely use, but I'm still on there. Homeboy, your PantsNInja just got me on Discord, so I'm gonna probably check this thing out too. Yay.
Yeah, we'll get you introduced to this.
But yeah, just check me out. I'm mostly everywhere.
Mostly everywhere, and for everyone out there, I got the Spotify, the Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook. Yeah, 2 Facebooks it looks like. Then we got the website down there. We got your Store Frontier merchandise website and your Bandcamp. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
we're looking at. All right, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I want to check out that Bandcamp at some point because I'm on there all the time, and I definitely need to get some tunes from you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And if you got anything you want me to ever like play during shows or something, toss me
Actually,
stuff.
fuck it up. I'll just give you the whole. I'll just give you a fucking hard copy.
Ha. Oh man. Well, we'll talk after the show then. Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out once again to everybody in chat. We're gonna get ready to bail here. It's almost 10:30, and I think that was our cutoff time. What I was aiming for. Yeah. So shout out to Sasha Doll. Thanks for coming. You can find me here on Mystic Ninja Designs. I'm on Twitter. At the T Public stores down there. Like, I appreciate your support because we can't do these shows without you guys your participation. You know, we're here for you guys. Nothing but love. Definitely, everyone have a great 420 and hit the notifications button on YouTube because I'll be doing random stuff here in the next couple weeks. Once again, thanks to Lyrizone and have a great night, everybody.